me down.
Welcome to Burn Live, your Tuesday source for everything AI tech, market moves, and the strategies that grow your pockets. From the latest innovations in artificial intelligence to stocks on the move, we break it all down.
The conversation blazing.
And we're here to light it up 5 nights a week.
Burn live, y'all, where we're trying to burn through conversation, trying to ask y'all some common sense. Welcome to the daytime show. I know it's been a while since I've been live. I promise you I'm back on it. My whole crew is going to make sure I'm on it. So, okay. It's green, y'all. Green is marijuana day, marijuana stories every day is what we do. And I'm your host, Capiche. This is my co-host, Nene. She's here for support, to support me in law. Today, I definitely got her here because there is a story that we're going to talk about later on that is more for women, where it says women outplace men with cannabis usage. Interesting story. And for real, it's just the title. We're going to go into that. We also going to go into the rescheduling of marijuana. And then I want to go into 100 seeds of marijuana, $100.3 million worth of seeds, which it seems like going on every day, all day. But I will be covering it. I will be getting into it with you, ladies and gentlemen. Without a further ado, I ain't said this in a while. I appreciate this. Get your blunts, get your bongs. Hold on, get your blunts, get your bongs, get your lighters, get your joints, get your dabs, light up, blaze as we get into this. Hold on, give me 2 seconds, y'all. We are the best one. Huh? Okay. Appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, comments are right here. We will be down. Y'all can't see them. Put them up, put in the comments. Comments towards the subject more. We will get into it. We will talk about it. And then I just thought about one thing I forgot to do necessarily. So let me do it like this. Okay, so marijuana, y'all, we smoking it, and it's always a good thing to talk about this. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Good thing to talk about this is just the fact that marijuana is good for your body. Some people say it don't. I also just heard about marijuana. Marijuana shortens a man's seed count. You know what I'm saying? So trying to spit out a bunch of babies, you might want to slow down on your weed smoking. Just saying. Now, when I heard that, I didn't believe it at first, but okay, so it is true. Okay. Marijuana slows down your weed count. Well, there are also other things that you can take to speed up your sperm count and stuff like that. So in the same count that they're saying weed tracks it, there's also things to speed it up. And I think if you do more things to speed it up and bring up your weed count, I think it will overtake the marijuana usage. But yet again, it would subtract your weed sperm count is how much. So let's say I just smoke this blunt. Okay. So it might reduce some. But would it increase the reducage if I smoke now and then 2 minutes later I smoked another one, I kept smoking, then I took a dab, then I took some edibles. All that usage of marijuana would definitely reduce because yet again, you could say this marijuana is a downer. You know what I'm saying? It's here to relax, calm, and keep you cool, calm, collected. Some it don't work for all people. Some people anxiety keeps them hyper and stuff like that. I have seen a person sit down, smoke a weed, and jump up and be hyper as fuck like if they took a Red Bull. I can't sit there and say I didn't. It shocked the shit out of me. I thought it was on crack or something. I did, but then I had to come to the realization that I smoked the same shit that he got hyper off of. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I rolled it, twisted it up, blazed it, and yet again, this person got up and was shoo, 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 shoo. Ah. And let me do this special. Hello.
Do you see who that is? Yeah. Hi.
Okay, y'all. Can't believe I'm
I
putting.
can do that now. Look.
Oh, it's over. So, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe I'm finna say this, but I'm gonna talk about somebody that normally people would think I would want to talk about this person. And yeah, really don't want to talk about it. I wish this was a disappointing, like everybody was like, what has Trump done that you don't like? Re-regulate marijuana.
You don't like that? Why?
Because unfortunately, I do think about people that are going to abuse laws like that. People that are smart enough and ignorant enough to I don't know what he did then.
I'm gonna have to fix it later.
Okay.
I could do it now. Maybe.
Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. So some people like, that's your boy though. This is my boy. Sorry, y'all, I'm being a little slow. This is my boy now. Whatever. Oh, yeah, this is perfect. Y'all, so Trump has rescheduled weed to a Class C. Same thing as Tylenol. I've been covering it a lot on this page when I do marijuana law. To me, it's boring. It's like, who cares? But then a normal, typical partner like, I care. You know what I'm saying? People are looking at this law as what police officers can't do to you in a car. If I'm smoking weed and I'm in a car, I can be able to get pulled over. It smells like marijuana, sir. Get out the car, and you get beat up and abused and, get a ticket. That's what people would normally think this rescheduling is for. Also, a person can think of rescheduling like, hey, if we're going to reschedule marijuana, let me blaze, as Tylenol, well, hell, I'm going to say it like this. Can I or can I not take Tylenol pills on a bus or in public?
Yes.
Okay.
But does that mean it's going to be DUI if you're caught smoking still?
That's a good question. That is a very, very, very good question. And you know what? Because that's a good question. And
because I know if you get pulled over before and you were high, it was a DUI.
So we finna ask AI real quick. And I'm finna ask under the new rescheduling, I hope I can actually ask this question correctly. Under new rescheduling,
Because you can take Tylenol and drive. So
I think about people getting on a public bi-state bus where all kids, elderly folks, everybody's in a
that's been
public
happening
bus.
for years, though.
Yeah, blazing
We'll smoke it
with no
on the bus.
consequences.
No, we can't smoke
Huh?
cigarettes on the bus. You can't drink on a bus. Why would you be able to smoke on a bus?
Because yet again, alcohol and stuff is not classed as tolerant. That's where people like me can be a smart ass. Like, well, it don't make sense. What was the rescheduling for? I know, y'all. I'm having technical difficulties. I really am. Look. Yeesh. Where's my Jimmy? Here we go.
Hey there, what do you want to talk about?
Under rescheduling of marijuana, can you, what was the question?
Get a DUI.
Get a DUI.
It looks like you might be asking about getting a DUI while we were talking about marijuana rescheduling. Did you want to ask about driving under the influence of marijuana?
Yes.
Or were you thinking? Yes, absolutely. Even though marijuana is being reclassified, driving while impaired by it is still illegal and can definitely lead to a DUI. The laws vary by state, but basically, if it affects your ability to drive safely, you can get arrested. Is there anything specific you were wondering about regarding those laws?
So yet again, anything that affects your driving, anything that affects you while driving, damn, that sounds like a lot. That sounds like anything. I know it's more to it, but yet again, okay, so there was a test a long time ago, a while back, actually about multitasking. The simple thing of multitasking. And everybody claims that they can multitask. You asking about, I can multitask. Well, guess what? They're trying to say, you cannot multitask. There is no such thing as multitask. One task is going to get taken over more than the other. Okay? So, and that's like reclassifying and drying. You're trying to say that my concentration of the road will get taken over because I'm under the influence of weed. Okay? So, by that, let's go ahead and hear about this rescheduling from Trump. I got more stories to get into, and let's go. This is what I have a problem with. Anybody want to know? Please document this. Okay, this is what I had a problem with, and I couldn't remember it. Because you know what I'm saying? I don't be in my marijuana law. But yeah, I do have a problem with him rescheduling because yet again, you're going to give corporations, big tech, people that the average Joe people are afraid of, don't like, don't want, you give them an opportunity to tap in to this marijuana industry. You do not want the feds. Give me a second. Yeah. Yes. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. Oops. Stop. Well, I'm having the fuck ups today. Let's just put that out there.
Hi there. How are you doing?
And marijuana, what is technically a Schedule 3?
Well, basically, a Schedule 3 drug is one that's considered to have a moderate to low potential for abuse and physical or psychological dependence. They also have an accepted medical use in the US. The drug is still federally controlled, but it's less restricted than Schedule 1 or 2 drugs. Does that make sense?
Yes. It's amazing to me that a certain community, I'm not going to talk about it, I'm not going to bring their names up, I'm not going to bring their color up, but it's amazing to me that a certain community out there, or certain, baby, I got you, a certain class of people don't like the government, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can't stand the government at all. They really don't like the government right now, especially the administration. So why in the devil would you want that same administration in your weed?
I don't know, baby.
Okay.
I can't answer that question.
Okay. But it makes sense of why I'm asking the question, right? We don't like y'all. We don't trust y'all.
Well, you're not speaking for yourself, but yeah.
I'm just speaking for the general population. We don't like the government. We think we don't trust y'all. But yet again, we're sitting back watching a president that we don't like. Woo! I cannot make this shit up. I can't.
A lot of people suffering from big problems, which this seems to be the best answer. They're very happy about it. So the rescheduling is starting. That's a big thing. Rescheduling. They kept saying, what about the rescheduling? And so, great job. Support journalism.
I think that's hard for me though, because I know people who use it for medical reasons. So it's.
But okay, in that case, what it's also doing is allowing people and scientists and anybody that's studying it is allowing you to get more study. It's allowing you to actually study. Okay. So you can't sit up here and say that there's not enough people, there's not enough research being done. The more lower we class it, the more open it is to research. But yet again, that's going to tell somebody else with big money, you know what? I got $7 million, right? I didn't care about marijuana because yet again, the schedule and stuff like that, it wasn't worth it. But now that you're rescheduling, it might cost me like $2 or $3 grand. It might cost me way less. It might cost me 10 grand at first to do some research. Now it might cost me $2 grand. I don't know how much it costs. I'm just throwing out numbers. Just bear with me. But yet again, if it's going to cost me cheaper now to actually do research, I wouldn't mind throwing a little money over there into it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're also giving an opportunity for small businesses and stuff like that to actually get into it too. You are. But hopefully. Healthily. It work like that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I hope that you're blazing, hope that you're smoking, hope that you're getting high today, of course, of all days. You know, any day, blaze it up, y'all, for real, for real. But today, I hope y'all getting high with me, you know what I'm saying, on our Monday marijuana usage. I feel like I need like a slick little slogan to go with my marijuana day because I'm a pothead, I guess. But I chose to be a little bit more educated of a pothead. I do not like the image that, you know, a normal pothead get. And that's why I rather do the laws and study this and cover this. So therefore, we're not all looked at as, oh, they just a bunch of people sitting on the couch, not learning, not doing it. That irritates the life. You know what I'm saying? Just like the How High movie, especially How High 2, Weeds, all those movies, all these characteristics that put us out there to make us look like, you know what I'm saying? We just a bunch of drug dealers. We don't know nothing. We don't try to do anything. Like, get the fudge sickles up out of there. Now, I kind of want to do this. So, my question to everybody: who smokes more weed? Men and women?
You.
Only reason I would say I would almost agree with women kind of smoke more weed because, and I can see in the comments, but I'm glad I got a mature audience. I don't get it, but I can just hear people saying this: women gets weed
For free.
on me.
I'm used to. It's true.
So when men have to pay more into something than women, you would think it would be more usage for in that category. Like, duh.